Drew, starring Kyrie Irving, was deep in production when it was being made, and it had an all-star cast from Chris Webber to Shaquille O'Neal, Reggie Miller, and this Lisa Leslie was in the film. A lot of NBA royalty was in this movie, and it was one of the successful NBA slash movies to come out. And at that time, Little Rel wasn't. He was on the rise, but no one knew what this film was going to do. They just wanted to see it. It was a hit amongst kids. They loved the interplay, the interaction on the court. Nate Robinson joined the film as they played older versions of themselves, going in for one last run at a tournament title, where Uncle Drew was this star veteran of the team. It brought a lot of attention and brought a lot of eyes and ears. Once Uncle Drew dropped, through the roof. People were going back to see Uncle Drew, take their kids to see it, as Kyrie Irving's skills was on full display. But overall, it was a great movie. You got to see Aaron Gordon play. You saw a lot of different things transpire within this film. Now, what people did not know is that Uncle Drew. What's up, Outlaw? Yeah, you checked out early last night. You must was tired. You missed a hell of a live stream. I couldn't even get in my own live stream. There was so many people in there last night. You have no idea. So during this filming, in the final days of, filming the movie, Kyrie Irving had just went to China and came back from the China tour to finish shooting in Atlanta. Once they was finished, once they had finished the project, before it was even complete, Kyrie Irving was then traded to the Boston Celtics. So everybody was talking about the Kyrie and LeBron beef and all of this controversy. It didn't hurt the film. The film came out to great success at the box office. Now, the problem is, and that's ensuing now, is that you have Kyrie Irving as this villain now. It's like overnight he's become the villain because he's not with LeBron James anymore. So even though they loved him in the movie, now his image has changed to more of a villain by the media that supports LeBron James. So all of a sudden things change. People started to get erratic. Friendships and people who were agreeing to do things was like, oh man, this is a problem now. I don't know if I could be a part of this anymore. And people felt like it would be choosing sides. And the NBA didn't seem to be on board with doing a sequel. Then the sequel was greenlit. They were going to do a Uncle Drew Part 2. They said, hey, we like the numbers. We want to do a sequel with Uncle Drew and bring everybody back. So the talks was in place, But at this time, the Boston Celtics, who were thinking about a world championship, were saying, hey, let's hold off on that for a moment. Let's not jump all the way into this Uncle Drew situation just yet. We need to focus on an NBA championship. And then in the summer, we could look into that. But then Kyrie Irving got hurt. But the talks were still in play. They still want to make Uncle Drew 2. And they was like, well, Kyrie's hurt. That's not going to jump off. Again, the studio did not care. They were going to wait for Kyrie Irving. But as the season went on, things got more and more nasty with this feud with Cleveland and Boston. The media, of course, ran behind LeBron because he was the media darling. And everybody else had to find their way into a figure eight. LeBron was the scapegoat. Well, Kyrie was the scapegoat, rather. As the media turned on Kyrie Irving, as he was destroying the unity of the team. Gordon Hayward should be the real leader of the team, not Kyrie Irving. He's angry and bitter. The fans are on him about leaving LeBron the way he did. And he was a problem. So that was the case. They were going to do Uncle Drew 2. Then the studio started pulling back, thinking of backlash they were going to face. Kyrie's procedure he was having was only supposed to keep him out a couple of weeks. He was going to get screws taken out of his knee because he's got screws in his knee from surgery. But the screws had started to rust, and it caused a blood infection within Kyrie Irving. So now that Kyrie is faced with a blood infection in his skin and body, everything has just switched around and jumped upside down. This blood infection caused him to gonna miss several weeks, including the entire playoffs, as they had to run the poison blood out of his body. So many of you keep asking, what happened to Kyrie Irving in that Boston series? He just didn't want to come back, and that's what happened to Kyrie Irving. And then that procedure became that major. Any talks of doing Uncle Drew Part 2 was over. So that's what happened, and why you didn't see the sequel to Uncle Drew. But Uncle Drew is a classic movie. You want to sit there and enjoy it. Good family time movie. To me, Chris Webber stole the show as the basketball reverend. I refuse to watch the remake of White Man Can't Jump. So it looked like a money grab when I looked at it. And I saw it, I said, that looked like a money grab. Then to see it play out the way it did, I said, this looks like a money grab. This feels like a money grab. Yep, money grab. It's a money grab. Just like House Party, the remake of House Party. I told you it was bad. Y'all just think I hate LeBron. So I'm automatically going to be against it. I know what he is. Y'all, once y'all realize that Cino might just be right. Have it ever occurred to you that I just might be right? Has that ever occurred to you? That Cino is probably right about what he's saying. Y'all saw House Party remake. From the trailers, I said this is trash. Because it looked like trash. It looked like a money grab. But because it had LeBron producing it, it made sense. And y'all was like, you just hate LeBron. Did you see the movie? Wasn't it trash? Wasn't it a money grab? All right, then. So I was correct. You saw Space Jam 2, right? Did you see it? Did it look like a money grab? All right, then. All right, so normally when you keep getting things right, you would assume that people would say, you know what, maybe he isn't just hating. Maybe he's telling you the truth. I mean, the first Space Jam was crap. The only scene I really like in the first Space Jam is Bill Murray's part. When Bill Murray show up. Other than that, I really didn't like Space Jam. And I like one scene when this one of the Monstars smacked Michael Jordan upside the head. That was about the best part of the movie to me. When they smack him upside the head, one of the Monstars smack. I was, yeah, smack him again. That was my best part of the movie. Oh yeah, Michael Jordan's acting was horrific, but LeBron James, oh my God, you want to talk about not even trying? He was so bad of an actor. He had animation to give the emotions of the character. He couldn't even say, "Oh," like with any emotion. I'm a cartoon. Oh, I'm like, this this is bad. I'm looking at the trailers. I felt bad Don Cheadle was in this thing. This almost ruined his career. This almost ruined Don Cheadle's career. Right, but they put Mike in situations where his dialogue would match what he would say in real life. Like on the court. They didn't give him no taming of the shrew type dialogue. Most of his dialogue was around basketball. Like, come on, guys, we can do this. Yeah. They tried to keep Michael Jordan in a safe space. Now, come on, all in together, guy. It's about teamwork. Come on, guys, we got to work together. Man, Did he make that? Because I know the Space Jam soundtrack was a monster. That's what killed him. I know that. Fly like an eagle. That's not R. Kelly. Fly like an eagle. It's my spirit's eagle. Fly into the future. Time keep on slipping into the future. Fly like an eagle. Yeah, that was Seal. Seal was killing those soundtracks. He had that Batman soundtrack. I believe I can fly. That was on there too. Man, yeah, they crushed that. They had Fly Like an Eagle and I Believe I Could Fly. Boy, they was killing that with the soundtrack. I'm gonna have to play that in the car. Yeah, I remember I sung that to my ex. See, back then it was none of this technology stuff was the way it is. So you have to actually communicate to get your message across. So I said do remakes of songs and leave it on her answering machine. She had her little voice answering machine used to kick in. And I had that R. Kelly Ready to Fly going. Oh, I believe you're gonna die. Man, as soon as I decide to drive, oh, I believe you a whore. Just wait till I get out this door. I believe you're gonna die. Yeah, I was young. I was young then. I didn't think about incriminating myself. All I thought about is you have violated me and you have offended the Shaolin Temple. I forgot what she did. That's the thing. I didn't forgot. I think she lied about something. She got caught up. I ain't take lying too well. She was like, "What you, my father? Tell her what to do." You know how the girls always got their friend in the middle of their arguments. They got their friends front line and center in these arguments, boy. Maybe you ain't her father. I'll be like, this ain't got nothing to do with you. But she's listening on the other end of the conversation. She's like, what's he saying? So she's on the other end of the phone, being quiet. So I always know that. I always know when I'm on three-way. Because you could tell from the way the questions are coming in. Feel like an interview session rather than you talking to somebody. So what do you think about? I mean, oh, okay, she's on the line. Well, let me tell her some stuff I want her to hear. So she called herself not talking to me. I'll be, you know what? I should have dated her friend when her friends asked me. You know, I didn't even tell her. Well, I'm going to give her a call tomorrow and see if she wants to go out. I was just totally making this up just so she could not trust her friend. And then I'm putting her down to giving all her friend credit. You know, her friend went and finished and got her degree and did all these things. You know, that's somebody you can inspire to be like, you know, and want to be like that. You would think that would rub off on her. You know, and I'm thinking I'm wasting my time with somebody like her. I should have been with her friend the whole time. Man, it was beautiful. I told you, don't trust my bets when it comes to this series. It's personal with me. I'm betting Miami every game. It's personal, man. It's personal. Boston didn't cost me $1,700. It's personal. So my betting mind on this ain't right. But I've been winning, so that's a good thing. But if it is, it's a skewed. You don't cost me like that. We don't have to collide. So anyway, that's what happened with Uncle Drew. We done went off into something else. All right, let me start getting stuff together over here. Sunday, no fun day. Got to do the tedious stuff like finish the laundry and all that. Yeah, so let me get to it. I'm out.